Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming back to join me. I'm still working on Holmes, Carol's case, and this is a collaboration that I'm doing with my friend Amy. That's Amy Crafty Cat USA. And we've done a collaboration, and she's kindly said that we've collaborated on the kit. It, I sent her a couple of pictures. Amy, it's just a fantastic kit, and I'm really enjoying working with it. And the idea is that we're both working on the Holmes Carol's case kit to make a journal, and then we're going to swap these journals at the end. So this is for Amy. So I think she's liking it, and I'm loving the one that she's doing. It's fabulous. I've pulled some fabrics out because I'm thinking about what I'd like to use on the cover, and I've got a couple of Tim Holtz fabrics. I do hoard Tim Holtz fabrics, just because I do. I like fabric. I'm a bit sad like that. And I thought I'd like to use one of these. So I've got one that's cigar labels, and I know he smokes a pipe, not cigars, but I thought that might be quite nice, and I quite like that, and I liked the effect of it. So that's that one. I like the cigar labels. This one I think is cigar boxes, and I quite like that one as well, although it's a little bit more kind of modern. Well, not modern, but I wasn't sure about that. I do like it because it's got the images of the ladies and the men on them, and it's quite grungy as well. So I quite like that one as well. And then the other one that I've got, I don't know what this one's called. It's the Eclectic Elements. And this might be cigar boxes as well. And at the minute, I think that this one might be my favourite. But I thought, Amy, which one? Do you have a preference? Is the one that you like better than the others that you'd like me to use? Let me know. If not, I'm just going to shut my eyes and pick one because I like them all. I've done a little bit since you were last with me. I've got, for Christmas, I was bought a set of the, excuse me, the Tim Holtz dies, and one of them includes a little file folder. So I've kind of decorated that up. And I've got the Tim Holtz stamps as well. So I've made a little identity card there, and I've put the little man in it. So I quite like that, and I've left the back plain. I'm not sure where it would go. I'm hoping it's going to fit and that it's not too wide. I mean, it could go up there, couldn't it? It could go in there. Don't know if it's too small, as in short, to go in there. I don't know. This is a piece from Tim Holtz, and it's in loving remembrance because if you remember, Sherlock Holmes does have a tumble with Moriarty where he falls off the falls, and they do think that he's dead. So I've put that on it, and I've put Sherlock Holmes. So I quite liked that. Where could it go? It could go in there. I think it hides a bit in there. I think I quite like it in that top tuck pocket. So I think I'm going to leave it in there for now. This is one of Amy's papers here. It's either from her Regal, her Cat Days, or her Dog Days. But I really like those. So where have we got to? We've done that one. Got the snuffles today, folks. I put the top tuck there. I've extended those pockets, so there's 2 pockets there, and I've reminded myself I need to make tags to go in there. I don't want to put anything on that because I just like the spread, and I want to leave. I don't think Amy journals an awful lot, but I wanted to leave something there for her. I thought I might make that into a pocket on there. I wanted to leave that because I thought that went well, report of investigation with those photos. So I want to leave that. I've got that double pocket that we did last time. I've got an envelope flip there. I don't think I did that with you. So this is from Amy's Industrial, and it's Chiefs of Police. So I've just covered an envelope there, and I've put a piece out of one of the Holmes books there. So I quite liked that. That I've done again. I've done 2 little bottom pockets there. And there's some fabric behind that one, and it says you see but you do not observe. So I did that. Can't remember what you were with me for and which you weren't. I'm debating whether to leave that. I quite like that together as well, so I think I might leave that. But I wanted to put a couple of pockets on here, so I've left myself a note. Can't see the note, but I have. That's a little pocket, and that flips out, and there's a little tuck spot there as well. So it is filling quite nicely. That's the centre. On this, I've done one of these small, I've done one of Amy's CD cases, but I've done 2 to a page because the full size one won't fit in this. So I've done a small one, and I was thinking I might attach there because I liked the blue next to each other, and have it as a flip and maybe put something on there, or Amy could put something on there to write. But to just have it as a tuck spot. And I could do another one there, and then if they flip up, Amy can still write underneath. So that was my idea for that. So I'll clip that on there because I'm still thinking about it, but I think that's what I want to do on that page. I wanted to leave that one, I think. I've done another envelope flip here. This brown paper was a freebie that Amy did a couple of, was it last Christmas? Not the Christmas just gone, the one before. And on my printer it prints out brown. I think the printer I've got prints quite dark, quite heavily saturated. But I've used a little bit from Artie May's, her Gothic kit. But I've used that image there is from Amy, and it's Mr. Wilson Barrett. So whether he's a victim or a culprit, I'm not sure. But I'm going to put that one there as a flip on that page because I thought it looked quite nice with the Baskervilles. So that's going to go on there. I wanted a side flip on there, and I'm going to use that as a pocket on there. Not sure whether to put anything on that. It is getting quite full, and I was going to use these as tuck spots along that page there. And yes, I did use the little man. I couldn't not use him, so I've stood him on those words, and I've given him the evidence, and he's just nonchalantly leaning there, waiting for the case to be solved. So he's got the evidence that Sherlock needs to solve that case. So I really did enjoy that one. And then we're at the end. So what would I like to do today? Good question, folks. I had thought that on this page, I think I want to do a belly band. So I've got a piece of fabric here, and I've backed it with paper just to give it a little bit more strength. So I want to put that, it's really hard to get you all in screen with this long journal. So I think I want to put that on there. And this is a die cut from Tim Holmes. And I've backed it, and I've put some of Amy's images on there. And I think I just want to put these on there like that and have it as a belly band. That's what I thought, and I think that's what I want to do. So I'll decorate these two, and then I'll stitch that and add it in later when you're not with me. So I've got some, I think this is the same lady. It's a front and a side view of her. So I'm thinking that's what I want to put and decorate these. Oh, and it's really hard sometimes to, why have I got sticky fingers when I've not even used any glue yet? Who knows? So I'm going to put that on there, and I've got this older lady as well. She's going to go on the little one in the middle. That's what I'm thinking. So I think this can go on there. I've really enjoyed this. I don't know how many more videos I'll do. It may well be that this is the last kind of full video that I do before I do a flip through. I'm not sure. This is just old French book page that I've got from a French dictionary. And I am going to stitch around these as well. I don't very often use the Tim Holtz dies. I've got them. I wanted them and I've got them, but I find it a bit of a pain to get them out. Did actually get the little Sizzix desktop thing for Christmas, and I do use that, but not all, obviously not all the dies fit in it, only the small ones. Oh, it's here right in front of me, look. So that's going to go on there. I think I want this lady on it. I just thought a belly band might be a little bit different, and to put these on. So I'm going to put her on there with a sideways view. Could be a different lady. I can imagine it's a different lady. Put her on there. A bit lower, I think. There we go. Well, I hope I'm in screen. So how are you all doing? I hope you're all okay. I am having fun with this one. It is a challenge, I will say it is a challenge, working in a tall, thin journal, because obviously you get used to making things a certain size. But obviously with this tall, thin journal, the normal size pockets and tucks and things that you make just don't fit. My glue bottle's seized up. They do glue over very easily. So you've got to kind of think twice what you're doing. Oh, it doesn't want to work, look. Give you one last try before I go to the next one. Nope, that's it. You've not worked. I bet this one won't work either now. I ought to have a pin handy, didn't I? I think the nozzle on this bottle is slightly bigger than the other one. Not that those numbers mean anything, but I like numbers. And I've got some of the little cogs from, I think they're a Tim Holtz die as well. I'm just wondering if I've got any more little ones. I've got that one. I don't know why I want to put cogs on them. I think what it made me think was the mind of Sherlock Holmes. Oh, that's the same. He has his little cogs are whirring all the time. So I think that was my thoughts on that, on using these cogs, was I don't think his brain ever stops. It just whirs round and round. That one on there. This glue does dry. I was going to say see-through. Clear, that's the words, isn't it? I do like these little cogs. There we go. So I've got those two. And I want this little one. She does fit on there. I can't trim her down much more, otherwise I'm just going to lose her completely. And I kind of think if I put a little bit of this on, it's going to, you're not even going to see it. You will see a little bit of it, so I will use it. I've been watching Amy's video and it makes me smile, because although we're working with the same paper, what we come up with is so different, and I think that's useful for you that watch our videos. I do hope that you're popping over and having a look at Amy's as well. And I think we've both got quite a few new journal makers, so I think it is useful for those new journal makers to kind of see different people's different styles and what you think of making with a journal. And the way that I learned to make journals was watching everybody, all the talent that's out there, and the people that are brave enough and to do videos, because they're not easy to do. You know, I stand here in my front bedroom talking to myself. My husband will come up sometimes and say, I can hear you talking. And I think, oh, I feel such an honour then. But I think, you know, it's not easy to make a video. And we do it, well, I do it because people were kind enough to share with me what they made, and I want to, I guess, help people, if you like, to have the confidence to make something as well. I might just put a little number on her. These are just numbers that I did in Word and printed them. Oh gosh, look, that's stuck to me terribly. I just printed them. There we go. Onto a piece of paper and cut them out. I've just got them in a little pot. I was just thinking then whether to put it further up the top, but I don't think I will because it'll cover her head if I do. And we don't want to cover the lady's head. I think she's had enough suffering. Although she's got a little smirk on her face, I think, this one. I wonder what she's thinking. Maybe it's here we go again. You know, I think back in the day, I think some people were maybe in and out of prison quite a lot. I don't think I've got one small enough to go on there. This one didn't. I think I might. I've only got a couple that are the same, and I don't want to put them on too big. I might not put any. Will it look odd if I don't put any on her? I don't know. So if that's going to go on there like that, I think I want the lady looking forwards at the top and the lady looking sideways at the bottom, and then that lady in the middle there. And I've covered up my little cog. I think that just covers it too much because she's so little, or it's a smaller. And I didn't want them on the side, so I think I'm going to leave her without them. I'm happier not to have them on her. So that's what's going to go on there. I won't put you through the stitching, but all that I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch down the sides of that, and then I might position these on. Now I don't want to glue them on until I've stitched down the fabric, but they will go on there with her in the middle, and then I'll stitch it top and bottom into the journal, and then it will be a belly band at the side. So that's the idea for that. So hopefully you get the idea. Okay, let's put, oh, I can't put it back on my shelf, everything's going to fall down on me, so I'm going to put that away to the side. I don't know if I'll put it on this one or not, but it's going to go somewhere. I've been thinking about this page, and I think what I want to do is I want to make a pocket that goes across here, but I want to use the same paper, and I don't know what you call that. Is it a false pocket? I'm not sure, but I think I want that to be a top tuck, but I want that to be a side tuck. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I don't need to get, see, I haven't really thought this through, have I? I'm going to fold that there, because the way that it would work then is you kind of match up the image like that, so that it looks, you can't see the pocket, is what I'm trying to say. And I think that's what I want to do. So it would go on like that, The hardest part will be matching up the words there. So it goes like that. I could have them both as top tucks actually, and that would be a lot easier, Carol. So that's what I'm going to do. I've decided that's what I'm going to do. I just thought, is it a hidden, what do you call them? Somebody will tell me. Is it a hidden pocket? Secret pocket? It's one that you know you don't see very well. I'll call it a secret pocket, seeing as it's Sherlock Holmes. This is top and bottom, isn't it? And I've got that number 2 that I can still use somewhere. Ha! And I think Amy said that as well. I think she's saved her number 2. I do like working with numbers. And I've still got the no entry that I can use somewhere as well. Don't lose my page. And then I need to make a bit at the edges where it'll fold in. I just thought it'd be something a little bit different. Let's fold that down. I don't know if that's going to be big enough. It should be. It will fit. I know it will fit. Let's just do it. Just do it, Carol. I'm going to have to take some time making tags and things to go in all these pockets. I haven't made many, have I? I thought I'd just have a quiet session by myself and make some tags. Just glue this top edge down. And that just strengthens it that little bit. Put these away. I hope you can see what I'm doing okay. I keep forgetting that it's quite a big journal. So that is going to fit on there like that. I know it won't be perfect. Things never are they? I think it might be easier for me to match the wording up there before I try and fit that on there. So I'm going to use this glue because it does give me a little bit more time to kind of move things around than the white glue that I use. The white glue that I use isn't art glitter glue, but it's something very similar that I get here in the UK. And it does glue very quick. Whereas this one, it just gives me that little bit more time to move things around. We've had some beautiful sunrises here in the UK the last few days. I'm always up early. Husband is an early riser, always has been. So we get up and take the dog a walk early. Right. Sorry, if you can hear me heavy breathing, I've got my head right over my phone, trying to match this up. Not the easiest of things to do. At all. That matches there, but it doesn't match there. Let's try it this way. That matches there. That matches there. I think that's as good as I'm going to get. There we go, it does match. So it has long been an axiom of mine that the little things are infinitely the more important. So that, and it doesn't quite match up there, but I'm okay with that. It doesn't look horrendous. And then that will fold like that. So I've got a pocket here and I've got a pocket there. And I should probably, I will do the little snips. Should I? Well, I suppose we do want to see that the pockets. I might wait till it dries because it is a little bit, it's a bit icky sticky at the minute. I know why that one didn't match, because I didn't. There we go. I'm happy with that. Just making sure that I'm glued down. Now I think what I need to do is I don't want to put that back in the journal at the moment because I think it's just going to stick horribly. If I just leave... Oh, I am getting my knickers in a knot with this, aren't I? If I just show you what it looks like. So if that goes in there, we've then got a pocket just there. And when we go over, we've got another pocket just there. There we go. So I want to leave it out for a minute just to let it dry. So I've put a paper clip, sorry, I've put a paper clip at the top just so that we can see where that page goes. And I just want to leave it out to let it dry because I don't want it to glue together, which I think is okay. Where was it? Where was it going? Here. So I need to put something on there. So I'll come to that. This, I wanted to put a little pocket on here. Let's have a look at that. So it isn't straight. That bit is straight, that bit isn't straight. So I think I want to... Might be an idea if I knew how wide that was. 2 inches. So I think I only want it to be about 1 3/4 of an inch. So I am going to... I'm going to do a fold along the edge because I'm just going to fold that in just so that it strengthens the bit where we're going to put a little journaling card or whatever we put in there. And then I want it to be about 1 3/4, so I'm going to go a bit less because I want a little flap there as well. If I could see where I'd done it, that would be useful, wouldn't it? There it is. It looks odd because that piece of paper wasn't straight. So I can just cut that straight now. Ish. And then that's just going to go on there as a little pocket like that. And I think that looks nice. And then that will still be a flip, so I might put a tab up there. I might put it lower down actually and put a tab up there. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to fold over the edge just so that it's a little bit stronger on this edge, and I'm going to put a little divot thingy. Where's roughly halfway? About there. Put a little notch in there. And I think I will fold a little bit at the top and bottom, just so it's a bit easier to put things in and out the pocket. Let's just snip that. I feel this is quite an unusual, I suppose, is it grungy, this? It's not quite a grungy journal, is it? But I think I prefer, I have more difficulty, I think, making a very lacy, what's the word, shabby chic journal. I don't think I've ever made a shabby chic journal. One of the reasons for that would be that I don't have much lacy stuff. I have some bits and pieces, but I haven't got a lot of lace and stuff like that. So I've not really done that style, and I think I would find that quite difficult to do. I like making botanical journals. I know Amy's working on a kit at the minute, and that will challenge me. So I'm looking forward to that coming out. I do like a challenge, I have to say. But really it's more if I can find papers to work with the kit. And I know I've said it before, but if you're working with one designer, a lot of their papers will match together beautifully. I think I might put a fabric tab on here, or I have been sent some some whale tail tabs, and I'm thinking I might like to use one of these. Perhaps one with a map on. I wonder what that would look like. Would go that way, wouldn't it? I quite like that up there. Let's just ink where the white bits are. Here in the UK, we're having difficulty shipping any parcels, so I have finished the Italian lady journals, but I am putting off doing a video flip through because I can send parcels abroad at the moment, you know, America, well, everywhere, but I can only buy a label online, and it will only let me do it tracked and signed for, which is a lot more expensive than just tracked. Well, it's a couple of quid more expensive, so I'm loath to do that, because I think postage is expensive enough as it is. Oh, I like that. So I'm in a dilemma as to whether I should or I shouldn't. I'm just wondering. I might like that actually. Yeah, so I'm wondering whether I should post them abroad now or not. I really don't know. These are police ladies from Amy's industrial. I'm sure it's the industrial kit. No, yes, I'm sure it's the industrial kit. They were matrons, or prison wardens, as they used to call them. Now, I used to work for the prison service here in the UK, and it drives me potty when people say prison warders, because they're prison officers. It just drives me potty. It's one of those things, isn't it? But I think they look quite nice, and I'm hoping that they will, oh, I like that. So that will fit on there to be a flip out. So I'm very happy with that. Yes, I am. I'm going to put that on there. Here we go. Amy's now just about caught up with me. I started making this journal before Amy did, but she's really caught up, and I've been watching her videos, and as I said, it's such fun just to see how differently we approach them. So I hope you pop over and have a look at Amy's. That's a bit damp, bit wet, bit sticky. So I don't want that. I don't want to close that because I don't want it to stick. But I think that looks quite nice. And it's not going to be onto that one because it's going to have, I bet I can put this back in now. Let's just check if it's dried. Yeah, that's dried nicely. So I can put that page back in. And I think, see, all that fuss trying to fit the words together nicely, and I'm going to put a notch in it. But that's okay because you can still see the words underneath. So I hope you like that idea. I don't do this very often because it's quite, I find it quite challenging. And of course you don't have to do it to the front and the back of a journal. You could just put a pocket on the front. But I quite like that it blends in with the rest of it. So I hope that you do as well. So that's quite fun. And that goes back. Get it in the right place, Carol. Goes there, doesn't it? Like that. Do I like it like that? I'm not sure now I've done that. I might need to put this somewhere else because I think I like that. I can change my mind, can't I? So I think I'm going to leave that like that. So that's a pocket there. And I will have a think about whether I want that to go on there. I quite like it, the deep colour against that. So I need to think about that. So that could go there, but then you've got that as a fold and that as a fold. So I don't think I like that either. I'm going to have to find a place for my little lady now, aren't I? Oh, I quite like it there with Watson peeking out. So that might actually go just there. Still don't want it to close because it's sticky. Okay, I've been with you for 37 minutes, so I'm going to love you and leave you. I don't feel I've done an awful lot, but I'm just going to go through and decide what I want to do with it next. It's getting quite chunky. I'm not sure I've made it too chunky. So I'll have a look at what I'm doing and I'll come back and see you next time. So take care, everybody. Bye.